hope that you take some notes tonight because you might be like me and you might be on here going, I'm not sure if this is for me. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, I am just so thankful that somebody had invited me and thought of me, 13 years ago. Because had they not, my life would be in a totally different position. So I've been here now with Remon for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years at the end of December. And I am just so, so thrilled. And I know what you're going to hear tonight was the same information that I heard that made me have all these light bulbs and alarm bells going off, going like, oh my goodness, this is something that you absolutely cannot miss out on. So we're going to get this started here. So give me 1 second so I can share my screen and then we're going to get going. So who's ready? Who is ready to get started here? Okay, okay. Can you guys see my screen? Kristen, you can see my screen? Alrighty, so let's just start with this short little video. Okay, so experience Remon, experience a difference you'll love. That's our tagline. And I'm sharing this picture right now with you because this is what got me. When I know products work, I know that they network. And this is a 30-day before and after picture of myself. I am 47. And in my 30s, after I had my children, I got adult acne and I scarred. There was a lot of scarring that happened, unfortunately. And I was using good skincare for many, many years. I was with a past skincare company that I absolutely loved. And so I was taking really good care of my skin. And after using Remon for 30 days, I did my before and after picture, which I am hoping every single one of you who are using our products are going to do that before and after picture. Because when you put them side by side, you're going to be jaw dropped like I was. Not only did the acne scarring go down, but the pores, the texture of my skin, the overall tone and vitality was just absolutely mind-blowing. And then the other part for me that really got me, this is my daughter. So she was 14 when she started breaking out and getting acne everywhere. And she's now 17, and she has been religiously using these products for, again, almost 2 years, same as me. Morning, night, morning, night, morning, night on our signature line. And we tried everything. We went to dermatologists, we went to doctors, we went everywhere. We spent thousands of dollars just to try to help her. When kids have acne, and they're breaking out and they're going to high school, guess what? It's also a confidence like whoosh, right? Like it's definitely not a confidence booster for them. So when I started seeing these results with her, I was hooked. I was like, we've got something so special. And her to this day is like, Mom, like we can't ever run out of this skincare. And she'll actually say the words, um, Riemann saved her in her high school years. Those were her words that she used one time on a Zoom. And it couldn't be more true. So, what caught my attention when I was looking at Riemann, because I'll tell you what, there had to be a lot of good, green, solid check marks for me to, plant my flag here and really dig in and dive in. And looking at the pictures just over here at the right, a few that I want to highlight, you can see the big globe. That's us advertising at the World Resort Center in Las Vegas. You can see our HQ building. Everything is modernized. Everything is like sleek and just top notch. Now you see a picture there that says Rimon Village. I'm going to tell you something. I just got back from there. This is in South Korea on Jeju Island. And we have our own village, which is so cool. And I went last year. When you hit the rank of director here, they actually fly you out. The company flies you there. They put you up. They spoil you rotten and show all of their appreciation. And I can tell you that this village doesn't get bragged about enough. It is unbelievable. I'd seen the pictures prior to me going last year. And when I came back, I was like, wow, we don't do this place justice. It's just fantastic. Our own, lifening pool that's there, cafes, every villa is like I describe it as like walking into like Apple, where everything's like push button and things open. It's just absolutely cool. So it's a testament to how resourceful we are as a company. That we have, the resources to have the HQ buildings, to have this Remon Village and all the things. So I'm a math teacher. That's what I was teaching. I was doing high school math. So when I heard numbers made sense to me. I'm like, numbers don't lie. When we can give numbers and stats, I know that those are things where I have to like really zone in on, right? So Remon was established in Korea in 2018. They did $2.5 billion in revenue. Okay, just in Korea alone, before we even expanded outside. Okay. That was a big one for me. We were rated the #1 K-beauty brand. Again, I thought, okay, Korea is the skincare capital of the world. And for us to come in less than a handful of years and become #1, competing with thousands of brands out there, and brands that come out of Korea are always top notch. So, I mean, we were competing with the best. And to be able to say we became #1 is, again, a testament to what this product line does. They sold over 40 million bottles in Korea. Now, the population in Korea, 50 million. So think about that, right? Let those numbers sink in. In 2023, handful of years, we launched North America. And then we were launching Taiwan, the Philippines, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong. The UK just launched. We've got Europe expansion coming. We've got Japan coming. We've got Colombia, Chile, Peru. I mean, we are launching over 50 countries in the next 5 years. Now, talk about something that is on a global rise, global trend. We are taking advantage of grabbing every bit of the market across the entire globe and introducing them to Remon. So I know for me, that was something I definitely wanted to get a piece of the pie with. So what are we? Who do we have? What are our brands? We have our ICD skincare. Okay, skincare is our our trophy. Okay. We've got a signature line. We've got a Radiance Advanced line. We have Bodalab, which is hair care and body care. And then we have a Lifening, which is the start of our inside nutritional care as well. Now, what makes us unique? Okay, so first of all, we avoid over 3,000 toxic ingredients. And I need to tell you that first because that is really, really important. Okay. I was never one that looked too much into ingredients prior to me kind of growing up and learning about the world and what we're putting on our body and what's getting absorbed into our bloodstream. And I always kind of went by, if something had, was approved by the EU standards, that we were good. Now, EU standards avoids over 1,500 toxic ingredients. in their beauty care, and Remon went further, and we avoid over 3,000. So I think that's a real number, is really, really important to share with you guys, just so you know how clean yet effective our skincare is. And why can it be clean and effective? Because of our hero ingredients. First of all, number one, our giant byung pool. This is a plant that we farm. We have smart farms, and we actually just were visiting them when we were in Jeju Island. So we got to see it. We got to see the plants, feel them. In fact, we ate the plants, which was really cool as well. So this plant, I'm telling you, we have heard so many incredible things about what this plant can do. Anti-inflammatory benefits to soothe the skin. It's been tested for hydration and skin brightening. It's why people have this natural glow. It reduces the appearance of hyperpigmentation, fine lines, and wrinkles. Obviously you can see it helped with my daughter's acne, it helped with my scarring, all the things. So this plant is very special. We have it patented to be the giant plant, which means we're extracting the fresh extracts. We're not using the dry byung pool plant. And then we have our Jeju Lava Energy Water. And this is just rich in mineral supplementation. It's, again, tested hydration and skin nourishment. And exclusively obtained in partnership with the Jeju Lava Water Research Center. So, but putting these two together and using this water to grow this plant is, 80% of your skincare is typically water, and most companies use distilled water, which isn't bad, but it doesn't give the benefits of the minerals and the frequencies that we find in our Lava Energy Water, okay? And then our technology behind, we're always up to par and up to date on the newest and greatest. And we have something called nanoliposomal technology, which means we take our ingredients through a microfluidizer process system that takes it to the smallest, in fact, like 1/500th of a hair follicle, to get to the deepest layers and into the pores of your skin, to really have the skin repair and to get the results that we're getting. So that is really neat and really cool. So again, here's our Remon campus where all of this is situated, okay? Now also Jeju Island, if you've never been there, it's like the Hawaii of Korea, okay? So we have 140,000 square foot farm, okay? So that is where we grow. And like I said, we were talking about the plants. We're growing our giant byung pool, and this has to be in certain specific environments of, warmth and heat and all the things, certain lights, all of it. And all of this is connected with our Jeju Lava Water Center, our byung pool lab, solar power station. This is a huge facility. When I went there the first time, I thought I was just going to walk into like a small little greenhouse, and it's not near that. And in fact, they're just growing and growing and growing. And what I love so much is that we are vertically integrated, which means we own and have control over every single step of the process, okay? From our properties, our research, our patents, owning the smart farms, all the way to our bottling and manufacturing facilities. So that is something, again, that said to me, hey, you know what, when we can be in control of everything, that says so much. And it's why we can have these incredible high-end, high delivery products at an affordable price for everybody, okay? So there again is our Remon farm, and it looks exactly like that. Like I said, we were in there, we seen it. One of the coolest things that I have seen there. And again, here's our Remon village. So I shared with you what my love for it. Down here at the bottom is a little spa. So we have our own spas where we would go, and we could book our times, and in the water that they fill is our Lava Energy, that mineral water. And then there's a cup, like a little pitcher cup, and it's pure byung pool fluid and liquid that we can put in the tub. And I'll tell you, you come out of there so relaxed, so soft. In fact, my one friend, she was really having some back pain, and she went in this water and she came out and she was like, I can't even believe it. Like, I can bend over, I can crouch down. She was absolutely in awe. So, it goes to show what these things have here for us. So I was going to...
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Byungpool. Introducing the first of its kind, Giant Byung Pool. Infused with Jeju Lava Energy Water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Incelderm, Riemann.
So here's our two lines, our skincare lines. Like I said, ICD skincare stands for In Cellular Dermatology. So it's here to cleanse, hydrate, and protect. Those are our three main things when it comes to skincare. Our signature line is our water-based line. It's good for everybody. Anybody that's just starting out with skincare, they can use it. And then we have our Radiantsum Advanced line, which is more the oil-based. And I say for the more dry, mature skin. And those that really, really and truly want to target certain things and different problems that they have with their skin. So I'm going to share with you here. This is a friend of mine. Her name is Angela. She suffered from, she's 50. She suffered from rosacea. She suffered from acne, dry skin, you name it. And she was very hesitant to use these products. And she started using them, and she used them just little bits by little bits. And look at her difference, like just absolutely incredible. She is so thrilled that she tried them and she got the results that she did. And here's Tim Herr, who's our, we all know Tim Herr. He's our national director here at Riemann. Just look under his eyes. I always go right to under his eyes. I'm like, wow, look at that, such a difference. So we always say a lot, it's the skincare that ages you backwards. This is my friend, Michelle. And again, I show pictures of just people that I know because I know that they're legit. I've taken the pictures, all the things. So look at her difference, like her skin vibrancy's just been lit up. And then this is Arlene, also from Canada, and she was using the Radiance line. So look at those differences there for her. And then we also have makeup. So just, really quickly, what I love about our makeup is it's called hybrid makeup. And it's hybrid because it's infused with our skincare. So I know for me, I'm not a big makeup wearer because I always felt like it was like, suffocating my skin. My skin wasn't breathing. If I had bad skin, it would just make it worse. And this is different. This actually heals your skin while you're wearing makeup, and it allows it to breathe and all the things. So I'm telling you, if you're not a makeup person, I was not, and now I cannot go without this 4D cushion. It's like literally a game changer for me. If you can just pat your skin like this, you're getting incredible coverage, beautiful looking skin, looks flawless, and it's healthy for you. Again, avoiding those 3,000 toxic ingredients. And then our Bodalab, I always talk about our hair care being like, this could be a line that we literally could stand alone. It could be a standalone line. It's Beauty by Veganology, vegan hair care. We have our Desert Decola patent ingredient in here that does all sorts of miraculous things. We call it the miracle of the desert because that's where this algae was found, in the desert. And they took it and they put it into this hair care. And I have had testimonials of people saying, my hair is so soft. My hair has grown. My hair has filled in this spot right here from some men that use our products. People that have dry skin, itchy, irritated scalp, they go, I don't have that itchy, irritated scalp. I don't have flakes falling off my scalp anymore. So these are testimonials from people that I know, and I cannot share enough how wonderful these hair care products are. And of course, we've got our body wash and our body cream for the health of our skin all over our body. So here's some pictures. This is my friend Laura Lee. You can see how her hair has filled in here. And one of my friend's husbands, again, before and after pictures. I've got hundreds of pictures that I could just share with you guys all day long. And here's our Lifening Wellness, which is vitality within. And we're just getting started in this avenue of things. And I know there's going to be so much more coming. We have a Deep Talk Plus, which is a gut health product. And I'll tell you, I've had, again, the testimonials that have come from this product of people who had issues, people with bloating, people with not being able to be regular, has been a game changer for people. And then the Beauty Collagen EX, which is a low molecular collagen peptide with powerful antioxidants. I believe that everybody should be taking a collagen to supplement because as we age, our collagen decreases, right? So we need to supplement it. And this really supports your hair, your nails, and your skin. It's got our Byung-Pool liquid in this little shot of collagen, which again is our anti-inflammatory. We've got selenium, glutathione, which is that antioxidant support. So, and it's delicious. It tastes good. A lot of people don't think that that it's going to taste very good, and they drink it and they go, wow, that just tastes like juice, right? So I take mine daily. And absolutely love that. So we are going to go off here to a testimonial, and she's going to share with you. Her name is Kristen Shricks. Okay, I hope I pronounced that correctly.
You
And
did. You did, Tracy. Good job. I know it's the hardest last name ever.
that's okay. But she's been with Remon for a little over a year, being in the clean beauty industry for nearly a decade. So the fact that she is here with Remon says a lot. Her background is oncology healthcare, as well as having a master's degree in music. Oh my goodness, you are so talented. She still performs at events when time allows, between managing, growing her Remon business, and staying busy with her two daughters. That's a senior and a sophomore in high school. She's also a part-time stylist. Oh my goodness, the list goes on. And an image consultant in bridal pageant apparel, as well as a custom menswear. She and her husband of almost 24 years reside in Georgia, just outside Newman, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. So, Kristen, I can't wait to hear from you and share just a little bit about, a little bit of your testimonial here would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yes, like Tracy said, I was in the clean beauty industry for a really long time. And last year had an opportunity and got introduced to Remon. And I was truly impressed. Literally within days of me using the product, I immediately noticed my skin was more hydrated. It felt more, and this is my esthetician's words, bouncy. Because it just improves that moisture barrier in your skin. And because Korean beauty is all about healing the skin from within, and because we use the technology of, I love this word, the nano liposomal technology. It's a big word, but what that means is just that the particles in our ingredients are small enough to actually go deeper into the skin. So they're really healing the skin from within. And that was a really important thing for me. And like Tracy said, it had to check a lot of boxes for me to, switch. And I had hundreds of clients that had been loyal to me for almost a decade. And when I had this opportunity to go into something new, it had to be something that was truly high performing, clean, safe. I wanted this to be an excellent product for men and women. Having my daughters were 14 and 16 when I jumped on board with Ramon. And what's interesting too is having teenagers. They are all about Korean skincare and they know like what a big thing it is. But I will say Korean skincare is not, it's not just trending. It is really taking over. Like Korean skincare has increased by almost 400% in Google searches. So that's huge. We are a global company. That was really exciting to me as well, because I had always wanted to help like mentor and coach people to, build successful businesses that one, they could be proud of, and two, that were really like a blessing and an impact on their families. I quit my full-time job in healthcare about 3 or 4 years into my previous company, and began to work full time in this industry. And then, like Tracy said, I do have my master's in music. So I sing from time to time, and I wanted that flexibility to be able to do that, but to also be flexible for my growing girls. Cause I'm one that really believes that, hey, you only have your kids at home with you for, 18 years until they launch off into the world. So make it count. So that was really important to me. And so she's shared a picture, and I have my pouch here. So in my previous company, I'm not a huge influencer. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Kristen Strix. I have less than 2,000 followers on Instagram. I am really a person to person builder. I love going out and having coffee with people. I love helping, hear what their dreams and visions and goals are for their business, and love helping them build from a grassroots level. I was in advocacy in my role in oncology healthcare. I was an advocate in my previous company, and I believe in advocating for products that are good, that are safe, and opportunities that are really impactful in others' lives. So one way I build my business is I have 3 of these. I call them my employees, and these are full size Rimon products. So this is the Signature Ritual. I just picked this up today from Now is a new client, because of course our products speak for themselves. So she fell in love with them. ordered the entire kit. So everything is full size in here except for the moisturizer. So also being in healthcare, I want everything to be really sanitary. So I just make them a little sample of the dermatology cream, which is our moisturizer. And as you can see, she emptied the jar. So it's a little glass jar. I wash these out, before I refill them to go out. And then I have this great little tip card with my name and my QR code. And then I have the full routine on the back. It has all the steps in it and everything that you do to, work through the line. And I leave it with them 2 or 3 nights. I think the other beautiful aspect of that is there's no pressure, and you're like, hey, no pressure, just want you to pamper yourself for a couple of nights, try the products. And if you were to start your business and do something similar to this, and you had 3 of these going, and they were rotating through every week, and you were picking it up every 2 to 3 days, you would find you'd have a really successful business really quickly. And not only successful, extremely loyal. I mean, what other company comes to you and says, hey, you want to try the products first and see what you think before you make an investment? So that's just one way. Not everybody's going to be able to build their business that way. Not everyone is going to build their business that way. And honestly, when you start using the products, your skin is going to be your billboard, and it's going to speak for itself how incredible these products really are. But just to say, this is an amazing company. Like I've been in the industry for 10 years. I continue to be so impressed. My skin continues to be impressed and keeps turning over. I just turned 48. So Tracy, I'm a little older than you. And, it's amazing how if you haven't seen a friend in a while and they see you and they're like, okay, wait, what are you doing? Are you getting Botox? Are you doing this? I'm like, nope, I'm just using this incredible Korean skincare that I partnered with last year. And I'm with you, Tracy. I love the hair care, love all the wellness products, excited to see new things coming in the new year. So all I would say is take the leap. If someone invited you tonight and they have asked you to join them in sharing Ramon, what have you got to lose? Literally nothing but having incredible skin, and just start talking about it. You never know where it's going to take you.
Oh, that is amazing, Kristen. I love it. Yeah, it's like all about, hey, change your face, change your finances, right? Like,
Mhm,
kind of,
mhm.
it's like, of course, we want to do that. And I love that you shared about the kit because I forget what you called it, but I I actually do the same, but I call
Mhm.
mine a mobile kit. So my,
I
so I
say
think
pass
about
the pouch, or, I used to say pass the pouch,
okay.
but now I have like these insulated train cases because it gets really hot here in Georgia. So I'm like, this is kind of nice because it keeps everything, um, you know, in good temperature and, everything else. So that's cute.
Yeah.
I like what you call that. That's great.
I'll tell you, your kit is much prettier than mine, though. So I'm gonna have to upgrade to make this a little bit nicer because that's really
Well,
nice.
I
And I'm
can hook
a
you
little,
up, girl. I
yeah,
can hook you up.
absolutely. Okay, perfect. That's awesome. So I love that there's so many different ways that we can build our business here. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a big online person either. I am that belly to belly person. I'm the like drop off, try it, come over, let's have a coffee, and I'm gonna try some Korean skincare with you. Let's bring a group of people together and let's mix and mingle and have some fun. I love doing that. But you know what? People that build online, or if that's your niche, people are so successful doing that. People build by just plugging into Zooms like this. Like we have a system where all you need to do is invite people and let them hear from others. So, Kristen, thank you so much for that testimonial. It's amazing. So, I always I love what we have. I love what we have in this industry because this industry I was actually ignorant to prior to learning. I remember 13 years ago, I was like, why would I do something like this? Like, I don't know how to do, I'm just a teacher, and then somebody explained it to me and they said, think about your traditional supply chain and all the different links that it has to hit and touch. And every link that it's hitting and touching, we have to raise the price because there's different, people that need to get paid in that chain. And what we have here, the high margin distribution business model, goes directly from the company to us. that we get to go out and put it in the hands of other people, which is why we can keep an affordable product that is so good that we could literally sell for 3 times the price, no problem, hands down. But we can keep it affordable for everybody. And I love that we don't, if somebody doesn't want to do the business side of things, that's okay, because we have an incredible customer program here as well. Every time you spend money, you get rewards back, and those rewards can add up to be a significant amount for your next order. In fact, I just had a customer put in an order today, and she had $60 that was piled up in her Remon rewards that she got to put towards her next order. So you're going to see a bunch of numbers here, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Okay. These are our different positions inside of Remon, but I want you to look at the very first one, which is Planner. And I want you to think of Planner as that affiliate person that's maybe just sharing with some people, going out there, and you're making some extra money by sharing a product that you love. Now, most people don't stay at Planner. They go off to manager and senior manager. And I always say, if you're getting involved in this business, make senior manager your instant goal, and just put your head down, because manager and senior manager is a lifetime position here. And you will never find that in this industry, a lifetime position that doesn't ask you to re-qualify every single time, that doesn't ask you to be on a monthly auto ship or purchase program or subscription of any sort. So that is really, really big. So those that want to go out there and share this with other people, do a little bit of team building, that senior manager position is really important. And to get there, it's 6,000, what we call SP, in 3 months. And SP is your volume. Okay. And I'm not going to get into the details of our compensation plan tonight. We have calls and we've got recordings of that. If you want to deep dive, go back to the person that invited you and say, hey, I want to deep dive into the compensation plan. Okay. But you're going to see across the board there your retail percentage, and you can see 10%, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and up, right? So that is what you can get paid back on your volume for when you're out there and you're sharing your products with people. That's our retail customer commissions, right? We also get rebates and rewards when we personally purchase from our own site. And again, that's not typically something that you hear of in this world of this type of an industry. Okay. So you also see something called Unilevel, which is an incredible portion of our compensation plan. And this opens up so many different layers, so many extras. You can see from 5% down 6 levels deep. We've got leadership overrides. We've got revenue shares. We've got differential ways that we get paid. There are multiple ways that we can get paid here, which I love, because it doesn't matter what you are doing with this company. If you're somebody that's like, I love to team build, I love building big teams, you can be compensated very well here. If you're somebody that says, I just like to share some products, I just want to go out there and, hit senior manager and share products with people, and I'm not going to focus on building a team. Guess what? People are making great money doing that as well. So if you want to do a mix of both, there's ways to benefit from that too. But you can see all the numbers. There's so many different ways that we get paid here. The leadership check match bonus is absolutely incredible. You can see it starts at 40%. And what this is basically saying, hey, you help people do well, and the company is going to compensate you for doing that. And that was definitely a big part of the comp plan that I looked for when I came here, because I know how important that is. So here we are. I want to talk a little bit about conference, because conference is a place where we get to come together as a community and share and, mastermind and just hear stories from different people. And I think back to when I got started in this industry, 13 years ago, and it was a conference that made me open my mind, open my eyes, made me believe that I could do what the people I was hearing from on stage were already doing. So, and when I heard the stories of people, I literally said to myself, I can do this too. Like, I can do this too. And it opened the big vision, the big picture of what it was all about. Okay. So this was our past convention. We have a convention that is coming up at the end of February 28th and March 1st at Long Beach. I highly, highly suggest, okay, even if you haven't started yet, that you write those dates down in your calendar, you commit to it, you get your ticket, you get your flight. If it's a flight, you get your hotel room, and you make the commitment to come here, because Making that commitment is going to change things for you. I promise you that. Okay. So I really needed to like highlight that because that was really important. Now, of course, we have different starter kits for those of you who are going to get started with us tonight. There are our October starter kits, and each month we have different ones. And you can see the different, this is our premium one kit. Now I want to highlight something. You can see it's $1,691 US, and it's got 1511 SP, right? So when I was talking about senior manager and hitting that 6,000 SP in a 3-month period, the SP that you purchase on your starter kit actually goes towards that rank. So that's really important to know. In fact, some people decide to start at the manager position. They buy 2 of these premium kits. Some of them buy 4 of these kits and they decide they want to start at the senior manager position. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that that is an option. And some people who feel comfortable doing that will do that. If you're somebody that's like, hey, I feel comfortable at the 330 level and getting started there, get started there, right? If you're comfortable with the 1100 package, get started there. 335, 330. I mean, we've got all sorts of ways that you can get started, but I'm going to tell you this, okay? The amount of product that you have that you can try, you can test, you can feel, you can smell, and you can talk about to people when they say, well, what's this, your lip tint all about? Well, if you don't have the lip tint to try, it makes it really hard to share and to tell somebody why they should purchase it, right? So the more products that you can physically feel, touch, and demonstrate and put on your own body, the faster your business is going to grow. Okay. Obviously, we've got Canada starter kits in whatever country you're in. You have different starter kits in those countries. We also have a fast start promotion happening. So when you get started, and you hit tier 1, meaning you generate 1,000 SP, okay? So again, when I talked about premium 1 kit, that was 1,500 SP. You've already hit tier 1, right? Tier 2 means you're going to hit the rank of manager in the month of October. What happens there? You're going to get $250 in product credit attached to your account. And if you hit senior manager, you're going to get $500. Now, I mean, money is money, right? Whether it's cash, whether it's product credit, you're going to be able to use that money to order more products or to do whatever you want with that as well. Okay. So pretty cool promotion that's happening. Now, you heard us say we are going across the globe. And we talk about going to 50 countries in the next 5 years. And why are we going to 50 countries in the next 5 years? Because K-beauty is on a rise. You heard Kristen say the search for K-beauty is over 400% right now. It is up there, right? It's currently a $13 billion industry, and in the next few years, it's actually going to double to be over $30 billion industry for K-beauty. So when we hear those numbers, this is what tells us that we need to move fast. And what I love is that they have globalization in progress, meaning when we are opening countries, it's not just let's see how this is going to go. They actually go, they set up an HQ office. They've got a warehouse set up. They've got the IT system set up. They've got everything ready to go, and they invest in that country before we open. Okay. So we are just going to be expanding and expanding and expanding all over our branding, our packaging. I always get feedback on that. The moment people get their products, the first thing they say to me is, wow, the packaging is beautiful. And it truly is, because we partnered with the #1 packaging company out there, the #1 marketing company out there that markets other brands like Nike, Tiffany, Lululemon, brands that we all know, and that marketing and packaging is a big deal. That first time impression of seeing products is a big deal, right? So I will tell you this, get back to the person that invited you here tonight, okay? And let them know where you're at. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe you're writing some notes down. You're like, oh, I need to know a little bit more about that. But hopefully we gave you just a quick little insight and a little nudge as to like what Remon is all about. And, we've got big plans and big movements that are going to be happening here over the course of the next few years. And, if you're like me, I I didn't see myself doing something like this. I really didn't. And I just thought, hey, again, if I can purchase from my own store products that I'm already going to use anyways and reap the benefits, it makes sense. If I could earn an extra few $100s a month, hey, makes sense. I can get my guilt-free shopping, right? I can buy myself a new pair of jeans that I don't really need, but how cool would that be? And that's truly why I got started. And I'll tell you, when you have a product line that works and you get the results, like the pictures that I was showing you, it can turn into so much more. And like I said, for me, it did. And, you heard Kristen say about spending time with your kids. I was able to have full-time presence with my children through their elementary years, their junior high school years, their high school years. And now my son is 20, my daughter's 17. And I look back and I think those years that I got with them was worth millions and millions and millions of dollars, time that I couldn't get back. And it was because of this industry. It was because of an opportunity like this that somebody shared with me. And I said, I'm going to take a chance. It allowed me travel across the world to places I would have never, ever gone to. It gave me financial freedom, time freedom, and it can just do so much. And we open arms to anybody who wants to partner with us in a way that feels good, that's a balance in their life, whether it's as a hobby, part-time, full-time. We have a spot for you. And I just want to say welcome. I hope that you're going to make the decision to join us, either as a customer or as a business partner, as a planner here. And, we've got a movement, we've got many faces that we are going to change and many people's finances that we're going to change. So we're here to wrap our arms around you, say welcome and welcome to this community that we have. So thank you so much for being here tonight. And like I said, get back to the person that invited you and let them know what you thought. Okay, have a good one.